So, hi everyone. We're just going to take a kind of reflective look again this evening. Um, so, Buddha woke up and we have Buddha nature, but we're told all this. We're also told it's not something that we get. So, if we have Buddha nature, why don't we see? Why don't we see that? Well, for one, we mightn't have been introduced to it. Only very rarely do people actually find it themselves, because it's very close to us. It's like our face. We need someone to show that this is our nature, mirror it back to us. And also, it could be a bit hidden. Um, there's a phrase, habitual instincts that obscure wisdom. Now, that might seem a bit flowery, but it's so true, because we can have patterns and filters, beliefs about ourselves that we hold on to really, really strongly. The kind of gut feeling, I can't, or I'm not good enough, or the gut level ones that kind of grip you and that seem to hold you very strongly. But Minger points out that we identify with these patterns, but it's not who we are. I don't think there's anyone here for whom patterns aren't familiar. Hmm? So if patterns aren't us, kind of what are they? They're like from your conditioning. And that might sound too kind of trite a way, but it's actually your brain finding ways to kind of keep you safe, predicting this is what's going to happen next, so you should be like this. So, and our brain's just trying to keep us safe. But Minger says, or suggests, we can find new ways to relate to these old patterns. And the science behind this, I won't go into it now, but I'll give you notes on that later. There's a very, very practical consequence to finding new ways to relate to the patterns. And because what happens is how do we find new ways to relate to it? We experience something else. Okay. And this is quite different from somebody telling you how you should be or how the patterns aren't you. It's quite different from somebody telling you that. So how we experience something else is actually by trying out the teachings, listening, trying out the teachings, not just hearing them, but trying them out, in practice and especially in life. Because when we try and apply them in life, in how we relate with ourselves, how we see ourselves, how we relate with ourselves and with others as well, how we see others, this actually updates the models that our brains have. So we begin to the brain begins to think, oh, this is new. This is a change. And it begins to adjust, you know? it begins to relate differently then with the person, with ourselves too. So by experiencing something else, when do we do that? It's not just in relationships, okay? Not just when we're dealing with people or with ourselves. You can experience something else like right now, okay? Just breathing, seeing, short moments many times. Allow yourself to just breathe, see, hear sounds, open and release. So you're experiencing quite differently. You see things, maybe things pop into your mind, but you're not following after them. Not no thoughts, just not thinking so much. You're still here. You're finding a sane, awake quality within. And we can do this again and again. Become familiar with it.